National security correspondent Jennifer Griffin at the Pentagon, who broke this story today on a day that began with a message from the Russians delivered, Jennifer, in a very unusual way.
That's right, Bret. A senior U.S. military source described the Russian appeal, known as a demarche, as curt, stern, and direct. The Pentagon, I'm told, was caught off guard.
The Russian warplanes began dropping bombs in Syria within an hour of a Russian three-star general entering the U.S. embassy in Baghdad and delivering a verbal démarche to the U.S. defense attaché, announcing that Russian airstrikes would begin soon, requesting U.S. warplanes stop flying in northern Syria. Sources with knowledge of the meeting said it was a tense conversation. The Russian general went on to say, "If you have forces in the area, we request they leave," which elicited this response from the defense secretary here at the Pentagon.
This is not the kind of behavior that we should expect professionally from the Russian military professionally, and that's one reason why I think it's a good thing to have an avenue of communication that is less unprofessional than a drop-in.
The secretary said he'd ordered his team to keep talking to the Russians.
I take the Russians at their word. My problem isn't that I don't understand what they're doing. I think my problem is that I think what they're doing is going to backfire and is counterproductive.
The first Russian strikes began near homes about halfway between Damascus and Aleppo in western Syria. According to reports, children were pulled from the rubble. The Pentagon says there are no ISIS targets in the cities where Russia is striking.
Everything was said by the Russian Ministry of Defense. Don't listen to Pentagon about the Russian strikes.
Russia's parliament authorized airstrikes this morning.
The support will be from the air without participation in ground operations.
But satellite images show temporary housing has been built for more than 1,500 Russian troops. Hundreds of those troops have already begun arriving in Syria. CENTCOM says U.S. warplanes will not comply with the Russian démarche. U.S. warplanes continued carrying out strike missions in northern Syria today, including one near Aleppo.
What we should be saying to Vladimir Putin is that you fly, but we fly anywhere we want to, when and how we want to, and you'd better stay out of the way.
The Russian general, Bret, was from that military cell that we first reported Russia established with Syria and Iran last week in Baghdad. Another surprise for the U.S. Embassy and the Pentagon.
We'll head back for any breaking details. Jennifer Griffin at the Pentagon. Jennifer, thank you.